for a while. We've been getting paired versus a lot of red decks. I feel like it's one of the better decks to play versus red decks with. So, it's one of the reasons, probably the biggest reason that we're going to play it. Super tired tonight. Think I stay habitually tired anymore. Hands good enough to keep, but we're going to have to hit some lands. There's the red deck that we kind of wanted to get paired versus. We have to see if it pays off for us. Like, really far away landline wise for this to be relevant. They end at the 5th. That's kind of interesting. They'll take the first point of damage and hope that they play a Kari Zev. The fact that we led with an Effer Hub kind of like indicates pretty hard that we have a Fatal Push, I think. I think it like kind of plays the Fatal Push almost face up. Huh. I'll play this one. Thought about casting the Bloodfast, but it's probably just not good enough. Alright, so they're apparently red-black, and not just red. I actually think these matches are quite tough. They generally are pretty draw dependent, and as you can see, our draw's not good. There's an argument to Doomfather hand there, and we would 100% Doomfather hand there if we actually had a swamp. But considering this is potentially the last black spell we get to play, we're going to do it like this and then just get potentially super wrecked by a Chandra. Well, we're going to get rid of our X1, I think. Bloodfast is pretty good here. Scarab God's really good here. Doomfall's pretty good here. Kinda want all my lands. Maybe it's just Bloodfall being the worst card in this spot. Yeah. Could be greedy and just discard the Field of Runes as well. I think we'll get rid of the Bloodfall. It's hard to want to get rid of the Field of Runes when, like, we could just be popping this bro off next turn. Actually, just going to prevent the damage here. I want it in my graveyard for the turn that we play the Scarab God anyway. I'm not going to block with the Scarab God 100% next turn. And that's a little disappointing. It's actually pretty nice. I'll go ahead and kill it because I don't want him to use 2 spells to kill the Scabrino. Well, that's good. Guess we have to play this one now. There's a good chance that it's going to die the way he's playing because we know he still has 3 spells in hand. Yeah. That was the unfortunate part there. We're probably going to die now. I guess we just have to replay it. Could Doomfall and play this too. If we Doomfall, he sacks this. We're still taking 5, so we die to like any Hazoret. Just die to any Hazoret anyway, right? It would let us get the Argos Bloodfast out though. Alright, we'll just run this back and hope that we're not dead. And as usual, mana problems cost us yet another game. How many days in a row are mana problems going to cost us games? It's, at this point, getting so annoying that it makes me not even want to play. Alright, so versus all the red decks, we always take those things out. I'm going to bring in things like Essence, Extraction, Sorcerous Spyglass. If you have any Gear Hulks or like Never Returns in your sideboard, you would want to bring those in as well. Any Confiscation Coups you would want to bring in. I don't necessarily know about Fungal Infection, because like I don't know whether he's the Beaumont Courier build or not. I probably don't bring it in if he's not on Beaumont Couriers, but I think I like it if he is on Beaumont Courier. The last card spot is a little bit more tricky because I'm no longer running like a Cast Out, I'm no longer running a Never, I'm no longer running a Confiscation Coup. Both Duress and Gonti have some like moderately limited applications, but I think I'd prefer the Duress overall. The argument that I could bring both Duresses in here, but I'm not going to. I think one Duress is good enough with the Spyglass. Don't take out the Bloodfast, because if you ever get like a Bloodfast Scarab God, you're at such a large advantage. Check something on the OTCG player. Alright, well, our opponent is taking his time here. It's a pretty easy keep. Go ahead and play the Drowned Catacomb this turn in case we hit like a Fetid Pools or something next turn. If we hit our mana, this is the type of hand that wins these matches. If we don't hit our lands, we obviously just lose. Alright, so here's the Beaumont Courier version, so bringing in the Fungal was pretty correct. Another one of those. We'll kill this bro. Mismatched around catacombs because we may be what they refer to in the business as the best. We'll go ahead and slam this. It gives him a good chance to cast a murder bolt or something, but I don't think either of those things are that impressive, and putting this in the graveyard's not the end of the world here. I'm just going to play this one. So the Beaumont Courier is not attacking yet again, which means they probably don't have a Chandra either. Not happy to see the Phoenix. Maybe we should have just taken 3, and then we could have like extraction the Phoenix or something. I'm gonna take this. Let's go ahead and smash that one. Oh, casting this doesn't seem like it does a whole lot here, does it? I have to discard this Field of Runes. Now we lost pretty hard, but like I said, the red-black match is very hard. We just want to play versus mono-red. I kind of don't want to take this up right now because he could hit a Scarab God or something insane there. Also, kind of don't want to use this. This man like a super awkward spot. I guess there's only 3 Scarab Gods in our deck, so I don't care if he gets any other creature. Of course we hit a Scarab God. Why would we not hit a Scarab God when that is literally the only card we can hit that hurts us? I guess I could have nevered it. Can you never your own thing? Yeah, I could have nevered it, but we lose our Liliana if I never it. We're going to lose our Liliana anyway, but... If we ever can kill the Scarab God, it comes back to our hand. I don't think we can even kill it. Well, that's pretty easy. Yeah, we don't really scoop. There's only 1 creature, or 2 creatures in a graveyard. It's not that big of a deal. They can't get competitive or repetitive energy. The problem is they can kill our Liliana here really hard. Like, maybe I'm not supposed to tick it up. Not really sure. We took out our Champion of Wits and stuff, though, so it's not like he can get value. He didn't have anything if it was a Gear Hulk. Pretty easy block. Surprised he didn't attack with this to draw a card. Guess he has to pump this up twice, so I guess I'm not surprised. I take back my surprise. I'm not surprised at all. Another land's fun. go ahead and play the land 2 in this spot. Alright, let's just go ahead and concede. Yep, that's not the match you want to play when you play this deck. Mono red, good match. Red black, not good match. It's like 50-50 and it's super draw dependent. For example, if we hit a Scarab God that game, like, we probably just win. Like, super draw dependent. And we win game 1 pretty easy if we just have our lands. Alright, we keep... The title... Oh, I forgot to delete the history lessons part. Thank you. That was from yesterday. Thank you. Fixed title. If it's GPG, it's another unwinnable match. If it's blue-white, we're a pretty large favorite, though we generally lose games 1. Oh, well, we get to draw a card. That's fun. Spring Knights would probably be a problem, I guess. I don't know if he's playing counter spells or anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill that. I know he can't block or anything, but we're going to kill it anyway, and we don't want to get like a syncopate or negate or some weirdness used on us. So we're 100% getting rid of a land. Probably this bro. There's a good chance we're going to need to commit and or contempt next turn, so... It's kind of weird that they didn't attack. Considering their thing has vigilance. See what they do here. Guess I'd rather kill a knight in this spot. Still a little interesting. If I play the Liliana and tick it up, and they have a removal spell, the Liliana dies. So I think we're just going to pass and hold up commit / contempt. And then like Gearhulk / commit / contempt on the following turn. I can like trade this for one of these, or I can just play this. I think I like just playing this. This lets me hold up contempt again. Or not contempt, commit. I like that guy. Apparently it was one of these that I didn't tap. We don't get to draw this time, but that's okay. We do get to draw this next turn though, and if they don't chump block here, they're taking a million life. If they do chump block here, we have like chain champions. But we know they're drawing a Ravenous into a Contempt. I just don't think any of that matters. Well, that makes things even easier. Because that's going to be insane next turn. Not using it this turn because A, we know they're drawing a Contempt, and a Scarab God's just 1 threat by itself, whereas a Liliana plus a Gearhulk are 2 threats. And we'll have enough mana next turn to Scarab God and activate in the same turn, so we'll have 2 threats next turn. Okay, opponent is done though. Alright, so this deck's very similar to a mirror. I think I want the expertises in here because Knight of Grace is already annoying. Maybe we want this. I'm not sure. We didn't see a lot from their deck. I don't know if I need negates here based on what we saw. I feel like the games are going to go a little bit longer than normal. Pushes are probably, the removal spells in general are probably a little worse than you would think. I don't think I want any of this other stuff until we see more of their deck anyway. Just don't know how many planeswalkers and stuff they have, so I'm not sure about the spyglass. This hand seems fine. We have access to this potentially. Oh wow, if they didn't play anything, I guess we're going to cast our thing. If they played a knight there, I may not have played Glint this turn. That's the card we want to draw. We would like to draw our own Champion of the Wits, please. Or Doomfall. Wonder if I should have shaved a scatter or two for a negate or two. Well, he got rid of a Scarab God and a Knight. How good is their hand to do that? Like, seriously, how good is their hand if they just discarded those? Lily wouldn't be that good. It would certainly be annoying, though. Discarded another Scarab God, so they have the third in their hand, I guess? I want to take 4 damage a turn. We have a Contempt if they do play like a Scarab God or a Liliana this turn. Hopefully it's just Scarab God and not Liliana, because Liliana provides an additional annoyance next turn. Well, let's say we're really far behind now. I guess a lot of it's going to depend on if they have a negate. Or an Essence Scatter, I guess. Because I'd rather play this one. Looks like they have Essence Scatter. I guess we should have played this one. We had to guess which one they had. We failed at guessing. Come to think of it, that was a terrible mistake. Because if they had... oh wow, that was a terrible play. Because if they had Negate, I could have used Return on the Scarab afterwards. So yeah, that was horrendous punt. Looks like we didn't really get too punished though, which is nice. It was actually really bad of me. It was a game costing type mistake. I'm not that far behind. If he doesn't have another Essence Scatter or Contempt in his hand, we're like probably not behind at all. Like we're probably still ahead. Now the odds of him not having one of those two cards are probably low. Like he's going to have some kind of interaction. It's going to be bad for us. Sure. Well, the fact that they minus means the game's very likely over. They're going to have some spell. They didn't just do that for no reason. Yeah, I've streamed their list. It's not very good. The blue cards just wasn't worth it. Alright, so now we're dead, for sure. I think I punted this game, though. I think we win if I make the right play on that one turn. Pretty sure we win if I just make the right play on the one turn. Actually, don't think I want these in my deck. I should bring this in. Nah. Keep. What's the maximum a mythic can cost if it's only a 2 of? I don't... Not actually sure what you're talking about. Oh, price-wise. Is standard or different formats? Depends on how tier. Depends a lot on how, like, if it's, is it the best deck in the format? Is it just a fine deck? I think a lot of that changes. Say $15, maybe 20. Not real high. Probably closer to 12 to 15 though. Kind of want a Doomfather hand here. Not too worried about that, because unless they have a counterspell later, we're going to get it with the Yahini anyway. Oh, that's the wrong one. Probably in the $15 range. Give or take $2 or $3. So, I don't care about Essence Scatter. I kind of care about Champion of the Wits. I kind of care about Liliana. I don't think I care about History, especially when they don't have mana. We don't have an answer to the Liliana yet. Guess I'm taking the Liliana. What card do you have your eye on, Lars? Open this up so I don't forget. Oh, Chromium. Probably a lot less for a card like that. So there's that. There's the swamp. I don't think Chromium's going to end up being very high, but like maybe I misunderrate the card. Let me double check and make sure it's the one I think it is. Let me double check over here. Yeah, I think that card's going to be like $7 to $10. It is a good control finisher for Esper. I can't deny that. So they got rid of this and a different land. Huh. Kind of want all of these cards. I don't think it's going to be a $1 card. One, it has casual appeal because it's an Elder Dragon. Two, it's going to get some play. And it's going to be good in the Esper decks for sure. It's definitely not a $1 card. And it's already above $10 for Loco Dope here, who says it's not going to break $10. It's already broke $10. I think I should have discarded the Fatal Push there and not the Choop. I was too busy tunnel visioning on killing this, but that was just probably super wrong. What's the chances they have planes in their deck? I was not paying enough attention in the other games. I'm going to say 100%, so I'm not going to worry about killing that till end of turn, and then I'll get probably another island so we can buy back our Champion of Wits in a few turns. They have 5 cards. I'm not sure how we got that far behind on cards. Yeah, I guess I'd rather get rid of... It doesn't really matter which one I get rid of, I don't think. I have a million of everything. Guess I'm going to play this. I assume it's going to get Essence Scattered? Oh, it didn't get Essence Scattered this game. Guess I'll take this one then. XPP. I have to learn to play Modern, I think, for the stream, but I also do not play the Modern. The Modern is above me. I could have not played this. Like, I'm still just setting on this, but I'm really wanting him to overextend more. We're so far behind in card count. Hey Al, what's up? Guess he might have Supreme Will. It's not unreasonable that he could have Supreme Will, I don't think. He's not played like he has Negate. Just learn Boggles. It's definitely not that bad. I don't want to buy Horizon Canopies is the problem. Like, I want to learn Modern with decks that don't cost me money. Like, I have a fairly large Modern collection, but like, I don't own Horizon Canopies. That's one of the standouts. If I don't want to buy Horizon Canopies, that means I can't play Humans or Boggles. Or any of the weird, like, Eldrazi Taxes decks that I'd probably never play. Well, the second Teferi is probably going to be enough to get me. Yes, Doomfall doesn't do much. I think we're getting ready to start off another League 0-2. Oh, you don't do anything anymore? Like, the new ones at least aren't that expensive. You can pick up new ones probably for like 35 or something, but I'm like one of those weird art people, and if I'm not playing the Ode edition, I kind of just don't want to play them. Hey, there's a Scarab God. Well, if they don't have a counterspell, it's not the end of the world. And by not the end of the world, I mean they're getting back a champion of it, so we're dead anyway. But who knows? It's like pretty much the end of the world. Guess I'm supposed to start by doomfalling their hand. And then gear hulking and contempting this thing. Well, the history doesn't do anything, so that's at least easy. Yeah, I know, you took that when I was wanting it. Yeah, 35 for a Magic card is pretty expensive, but it's nowhere close to like the 85 or 90 that the other one was, right? Well, if you are willing to sell that, James, remember, Ray's House of Commerce buys all magics. We're really far behind this game. I don't know where I made the mistake this game, but I felt like we were doing really good in the early turns. I guess just Teferi killed us. The fact that he's just drawn so many more cards than us, well, we'll have after he plays the Champion of Wits. But yeah. Yeah, Franny don't want to get rid of him, though. I should probably scoop and just move on to the next game. I'm kind of playing this deck just to beat up on mono red and beat up on blue white control, and we got paired versus 2 hard matches in a row. Like, where are the matches that I'm playing this deck for? Maybe I should have just been attacking with the Knight of Grace a bunch. Make him trade earlier. Still has 5 cards in hand. One of them's bound to be a Scarab God, right? Guess I could have prevented 4 points of damage, but... Well, 1 point of damage. Oh. Well, I guess we'll look at 1 card. Don't have any outs, but... I literally just don't have any outs, do we? Yeah, we needed a Scarab God several turns ago to even have a chance. I feel like these matches always come down to just who has the better 5-drops. And they have more 5-drops in their deck because they have Teferis and Lilianas and Scarab Gods, where we only have 1 Liliana and... Oh. Apparently this is my draw step still. We only have 1 Liliana and 3 Scarab Gods, so like they have a lot more Scarab Gods than we do. Or sorry, a lot more 5-drops than we do. They have 6 cards if you include the card they took from us. Is that theirs or theirs? That was theirs. Alright, so we're definitely dead. He didn't buy back the Scarab God. I don't know why, but I find that weird. Well, theoretically, we go down to 2 here. This game. Alright. A quick 0-2 to start the league. Always my favorite. We'd be dropping this league if we were off stream. He did not have Karn game 1. He just played Liliana, Teferi, and Scarab God game 1. I do like that card. I have 4 lands, and we have 3 fairly good spells, but it's definitely too slow versus mono red, so I'm just going to blanket mulligan it. It's not mono red, maybe we should have kept. Do they have nothing, or are they waiting to hold up defense with it? No idea. Well, Essence Scatters is the kind of cards we want to draw versus a bunch of green things. I actually haven't watched the coverage yet today. Well, I'd cast something if we had something we could cast. Draft starts again in the morning, too. Not a fan. I wish draft was the second part of the day. I want to see standard. Carnage Tyrant. Oh. Well. Great. Congratulations, us. Looks like they're playing that black-green ramp deck that, like, Ken Yukihiro or whatever played. Maybe. With just, like, a medium draw or something. We have Doomfalls in our deck. Alright, well, I guess we just lose really bad. Fun times. The story of our life. 3 very bad matchups in a row. And he'll have a Vraska's Contempt or something, most likely, so it's not like this double block's even going to matter. What in the world are you people talking about? That is not remotely PC what you're talking about, Smurf. We definitely did. This is another Carnage Tyrant. We're not even taking a draw step. You need to be a little less, like, I don't know. Seems to me like you're going out of bounds with your talking, Smurf. I want everything that's got the word Death Touch in it. I actually don't know their deck list that well. So I'm not sure what to sideboard out. I don't really have that much. I think they have a bunch of Planeswalkers and like Hours of Promises, right? I think they have a bunch of Planeswalkers, so it makes me kind of want Spyglass. Oh. Get out of my deck. Think this seems fun? I don't really have anything else I can do. Alright. Figured it out. Yeah, opponent played 3 spells. Easy game. I guess we keep this hand. I thought we were going to win that game easy with the hand we had because I just assumed they were snakes or like a black-green stompy deck with a terrible draw. They were not. And we didn't come close. I'm not super PC myself, but like, that doesn't mean we shouldn't be respectful of the others, especially in a public chat room. Cool. That's what we call treasure map. I'm also a white male for the country, and I give some fucks. Wonder what they're going to take. Well, at least we hit the land. Not quite the one we wanted, but it's good enough. Is it bad that I want to get rid of the Evermore here? I feel like Scarab God's going to come quick enough to get it back if we need it. The opponent still has one unknown card. It's a hell of a good unknown card, isn't it? We also did not come close to getting our land for our Scarab. Maybe I'm supposed to counterspell that just because of the Spyglass. Or just because they have the Brontodon for the Spyglass. Oh! Alright. Well. Seems like things are getting progressively worse for us. Oops. If they play Liliana next turn, it doesn't seem like it does a lot to me, so I'm just going to play this thing. Hey, Blitz. I don't know. I don't know if I'm even a favorite to win from here, James. I could be. I don't know the matchup well enough to know whether I am or not. I can attack with Scarab God, though, which is nice. Definitely don't want that. I think I'm fine with that. I could, but they could just, like, play Carnage Tyrant. and then I can't attack anymore. Yeah, they can start gaining life and doing weird things. I don't know, we might be a favorite. Like, Scarab God's a heck of a card. Next turn we have double activation, which is good. It's kind of a good draw too, but I think we'll play it later. Guess he can't attack? If he just has multiple Carnage Tyrants, there's no way we're ahead, are we? This is at 3 life, I guess. I don't care about any card in my hand, so fine with that. You guys have to give me a minute. I gotta blow my nose. I'll be back. So I'm playing it this way because I get the Scarab God back this way in the end. With the mana we have, we get to attack with the champion and buy the champion back too. Wait, that was just stupid. We don't get to do that. I counted my mana really bad. Wow, I counted my mana so bad. Thought I had 9. I do not have 9. Is it bad that I would just rather do this than to cast the Scarab itself? I don't know if it was a punt. I think I would still rather do this than play a Scarab. It wasn't intended, that's for damn sure. But I don't know how much of a punt it was. It could have been. I know which one of these I want to play more, so I'm just going to get rid of the land. Just casting a Scarab God that we can't use probably wasn't good. Because, you know, that leaves it open to contempt and like more things, but this probably isn't good either, so it's like kind of interesting. There's just no way we're a favorite. Are we? I don't know, maybe the Bloodfall puts us there. Still has a Liliana in his hand, right? Yeah. So he could play his Liliana, sack this for 6, and then bring this back. Well, that's actually really good. So I think we're gonna start with a duress. Well, hold on, 4, 3. Actually, we can just play another bro. I'd rather just play another bro. I don't think I played this game well. They left on top. That has to mean bad things for us. It's probably like our promise if they left on top. Or another Carnage Tyrant. Well, there's another Carnage Tyrant. Oh, they had a Liliana. Did I just forget and they not actually have a Liliana? Okay, they did have a Liliana. I'm not a complete num-num. It's good to know that I'm not completely dumb. I don't think it takes forever from here. Yes. So they are leaving on top. What could they leave on top? Like a board wop? I guess a Carnage Tyrant keeps them alive. That keeps them alive. That keeps them alive. Everything keeps them alive. He played 3 game 1. Might as well get that out of their hand. I play Alanda's turn? I wasn't watching. Yes, I wasn't watching my own turn. I think I drew a Duress and just cast a Duress, but... Sweet. I did draw a Duress and just cast a Duress. Oh, well, they're scooping before I can even draw my card. What was it going to be? It was going to be a Gonti. You played Chain Roller decks too long, Smurf. Do I want to change anything? Not really. Sorry, I have no time. You win. I'm not going to press enter because I don't want to invite people to come watch us. I'm ahead on my Clockman Helm as well. He just scoops. They don't even want to play. Wait, what? How did they not have time to play? Oh, I guess they don't have time to finish. That's just weird. Alright, we did it, boys and girls and, like, non-gendered folks. We won. We won a match. Woo! Now there's something in my eye. I'm getting punished for my amazing win. For taking no mercy on that youngin's poor soul. No mercy. Alright, we'll play first. This hand's gas. Alright, we're in a good mood now. We've broke dice. Let's just start slaughtering folks. Oh, well. Red-black, very bad match. Well, not bad match. It's pretty draw dependent. play skill dependent, etc. Not happy to be playing it either way. I always want a Doomfather hand, and I feel like I never should. I'm just gonna make them exile this thing. I don't want to put up with that the entire game. And I don't want to cast a second Glint Sleeve Siphoner because of Chain Whirler. Don't really want to target their hand and just let them beat us in the face for 3. Because I assume we're going to be like priced into casting this cast down next turn. JK, we're just not going to draw our land. Nice, look it up. I hope you have fun. So if they have a Chandra, we probably just lose, considering we don't have the land for our Chandra protect or for our things that deal with Chandra, nor do we have the card that deals with Chandra. This is match 4, right? And I think it's literally 4 like even to bad matches in a row. When I feel like this deck doesn't have very many even to bad matches, I actually feel like it's way ahead of the metagame at the moment. Like, red-black's not been popular lately because it doesn't beat mono-red. If this is a Chandra, we probably just lose. Not a Chandra, so I guess we get to continue to play. And not a land, so we're not really playing, we're just kind of like setting here. I'm sure I can officially win with 0 decks right now. Wait, what? The hell are you? Excuse me. Guess I'd rather kill this one. Whoops, you guys can't see that. Oh. Yes, you can see that. It has absolutely 0 personal information on it. Yep, I saw Stoneforge Mystic price. It goes up every unbanning section. It's just never gone up this much before that I've noticed. Oh, it's a Hazret, so the game's over. Yeah, but you could get it out of packs in 2016. If it gets unbanned, by the way, it'll spike higher than that. Like, that is not its cap. Alright, anyway. So you take out the 8x ones. Bring in this bro. Bring in... Whoops. These bros. These bros. This bro and this bro. Well, yeah, of course it's going to cast more or cost more now. That doesn't even seem reasonable to think that it wouldn't. But yeah, it'll go up higher before it starts coming down. Like if it's unbanned Monday, there'll be a spike for a few hours. Alright, we'll keep this in. It's playable. We'll plummet to 7 ticks. What's double normal spread? I think it's actually going to get unbanned this time. But I always think it's going to get unbanned. I always think there's some kind of insider trading going on. So that's just how my mind works. Oh, yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying now. Thought about buying 8 or so tonight. I hate counterspelling this, but right now we don't even have a 4th land, and that damn thing could beat us if we don't draw one. Well, maybe we'll be trying to look for lands. Well, at least we have an answer for it this time. We just can't cast our answer. That's a hazard. Tick up, discard, take 5. So basically we need to draw another contempt, like, very quickly. That's almost like a contempt. I would like to see them ban Ancient Stirrings, but I don't think they're going to ban anything. I think they're probably like a 70% favorite to unban Stoneforge Mystic, and like maybe a 50%, like a coin flip to unban something like Green Sun Zenith. And I think they're probably a coin flip to make a Legacy or Vintage change as well, but I don't expect them to do too much. I don't think they'll ban Goblin Chain Whirler either, even though I think that they're silly if they don't. I actually think KCI should be banned because I think it's one of the most horrible things that they can, like, there's a Pro Tour coming up that's got Modern in it and things like that. And, like, it's one of the worst viewing experiences they are. Like, a casual player can't watch that game. Half of the announcers that I've watched announce or, like, cast games that have, KCI in them don't even understand what's going on. So, like, I don't see how you can want to present that as your product on stream. I don't think the deck's too broken to be played or anything, but I just think it's a horrible, horrible viewing experience. Land? You're almost to land. I don't think it's hard for like people to keep up with a
other combo decks, but at least the casters typically understand everything that's going on. So, like, in KCI, it doesn't feel like they can even try to explain it thoroughly. And we are dead. I guess we could kill one of these and hope that they never, ever, ever draw a spell. That's as our out. Opponent, if you never draw a spell, we will beat you. Like, LSV was even casting that once, and like the conversation was going on, things like, there's this weird rules interaction that I don't quite understand it. You know? It's like that type of stuff going on. Guess I'll bounce that one. If both of you are lands, we've got a chance. No, we still don't have a chance, but... Alright, he's tapping mana. I won't even make him show me the spell. Never mind. The entire spell got cast before I could concede. Alright, well, cool. We've won 2 games tonight. One of them... Yeah, but I gave them a spell 2 turns from now. We could gain life. We had a Bloodfast in play. So, like, if they didn't have anything, we could have played the Scarab God blocked and sacked next turn and just, like, kept doing that. Maybe we'd have got somewhere. Anyway, we'll concede to this opponent, even if we're about to win, but there's been nothing about today's matches that gives me any illusion that we're about to win this match. Alright, I'm going to keep a random land on top, too. Even though we can deal with absolutely 0 things on the board. Oh, cool. This match probably isn't remotely winnable if we don't have removal spells. Well, that's kind of good for us. I still think blue-black mid-range is like a really good deck in the format. Even though, like, we're definitely not getting its good matchups tonight. That's unfortunate. Happen to have 2 things he can play for 3 power this turn. I don't feel like that was super likely because I don't think they even play a playset of this one, but it worked. The hand's pretty good for this deck, or match. Might not be... If we draw a land next turn, we probably have a fair chance. Especially if they don't have Blossoming Defense this turn. It's hard to imagine somebody still playing after that experience for being their first experience. Get out of here. That's gonna suck. That's gonna come back in a couple of turns and kill the crap out of this glint, probably. Alright, well, we're gonna take some more damage. I don't know what we can do about that thing coming back out or unless we draw Fielder Rune. Oh, JK, they just drew both. Oh, we super lose. We don't just lose, we super lose. Today's not our day. So we know we're drawing another Sky Sovereign this turn, so unless the last card in their hand was like a thing, that feels pretty safe, I guess. We go ahead and play this, maybe they'll Legend Rule their own Sky Sovereign. But like if they try to play a creature and crew or whatever, we've got the scatter going on. If they just cast another Sky Sovereign, we get to draw cards. The main reason I made this play. I was hoping they would draw something to make them cast it. They don't draw a creature for 10 turns, we got this. 5 mana lightning bolt. That is what that was in that spot, but it was a good lightning bolt. I'm tempted to just like use the commit, but then we guarantee they draw a creature and that we lose our champion and that we take a bunch of damage and that we smile for the cameras. And I don't want to do any of that. Just want to hope they miss. And that's kind of missing, I guess. Kind of want to play this, but alright, so now we're dead. We have no out, I don't think. I'm attacking this because if they block, they don't get 3/3s next turn. And if I deal damage to this, they don't get to make 3/3s. So like they still have to draw a creature and or hit a creature. And by creature, I mean it can be an artifact or something, but like this is well, alright. Well, they hit something, so the game's over. I like how my cards draw a land 100% of the games. Alright, well, Champion of Wits is bad in this match. Liliana's not great in this match. I think we won our Gonti. Probably don't want our Gonti. We're just gonna bring these in and be done with it. I'll keep you. No, probably not, but I'm willing to give up. I'm on life tilt, Lars. Keeping in this hand, which means we're just dead. They definitely could not cast a Galta, but Them hitting 2 spells was enough to tilt me. They sideboarded in Duresses. I refuse to think they have enough black mana in their deck that Duress is actually reasonable. Stone refuse. Doesn't seem trash for our opponents. Our opponents constantly hit with them. I can't remember the last time I got a spell with one. Alright, so this game's over. Like we literally have to hit like multiple Contempt / Doomfalls in a row. Alright, I'm streaming, so I'll finish it off, but we're like literally on 0%. Like actively on 0%. It's not often that you're on 0% on turn 4. Yeah, maybe 0%'s a lie. If their hand's terrible and we draw exactly Fatal Push, then maybe. Oh, okay. Alright, well, we won 2 games tonight, I think. Yeah, our opponent scooped one of these games, so I don't count that. We literally won 2 games tonight. I think we got paired versus absolutely 0 matches we wanted to get paired versus. I don't think the deck's bad. I think you play this deck to beat Mono Red, you play this deck to beat Blue White Control. If you don't get paired versus those, you're going to have a bad time. We didn't get paired versus those, so we had a bad time. Problem is, I don't know what we play tonight to beat like the spread of decks we play. Or played. Like maybe you just play Mono Red and we're okay versus those decks, but I don't think Mono Red's good versus Stompy. I don't think it's like super good versus Red Black. I think you're just like a little bit of a favorite. I think you're like maybe like 60-40, maybe 65. Maybe it's a little better than a little bit. I guess you're a fairly decent favorite, but do we beat the Esper deck? Probably. I don't know. Yeah, we probably beat the Esper deck with Mono Red as well. You don't beat the green deck though. So maybe it's just not a deck that's good versus all of those. I take that back actually. Blue White Approach can beat Red Black. Can't beat Mono Red, but it can beat Red Black. So maybe Blue White Approach is what you play in this field. Well, no. We did get paired versus the green-black deck that had Lost Legacies in it. We probably don't beat that with Approach. I don't know, maybe we beat that with Approach. They really didn't have any way to attack. Just a bunch of Settles and Fumigates is pretty good versus Carnage Tyrant. Anyway, long story short, it doesn't matter. I got smashed. Got smashed the entire night. It could. Their Esper list didn't seem real good, though. Anyway, who can we host? Who's playing? Sparrow's playing. Sparrow's playing GPG. Z Magic's doing an M19 set review. I can do an M19 set review quicker than that. The set is bad. Do not buy it. Get like a couple of Chromiums, get a couple of Nicoboluses for fun, and then pick up some dollar rares later, and you're pretty good. solved. There's a few cards you'll be able to buy back into later, but like that's at release. And you technically you probably shouldn't even buy Nicobolus or Chromium at release. Like they're going to go down. They might come back up, but they're definitely going to go down. Anyway, we're going to hop off here. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and we'll be back. Now I have to go work on spreadsheets for the next hour and 45 minutes before my League of Legends matches come on. Yeah, it looks, I mean, like, core sets are never particularly good, except for, like, I guess, Origins, but, this one seems a reprinted 3 big cards to get people excited on Omniscience and, Scape Shift and Crucible to Worlds, and I just don't think they realize that like Crucible to Worlds is going to bottom around 15, Scape Shift's going to bottom around 8 to 10, Omniscience is going to bottom around 5 to 7. Like I don't think they realize that like Crucible would go from like a $60 to $65 card to 15 to 20. I don't think they understood that, but like it's not a 4 of, it's not going to get a lot of play in Standard, and most commanders commander decks obviously just need 1. Most legacy and or vintage and or modern decks you play would play like 1 or 2. I feel like they didn't. I feel like they thought it was going to be like a $35 or $40 card still. Like every person that I've seen do finances on that video that aren't actual finance people were like all super excited about it, like all like the casual players and stuff like that. But I don't know. And of course, I'm not saying that's what those cards are going to stay at. Cards like that are going to bottom and then they're going to slowly creep back up. But man, like I've not set out and did the math, but I personally think this is going to be the lowest EV set of all time. I think people argue me that Dragons was like the of all time. I mean, since Standard was a format, people argued with me that like Standard wasn't a that Dragons is lower EV, but like Dragons shouldn't have been lower EV, and I don't understand why. Like when we did our set review of Dragons, we were like, all of these cards are playable. Why is Death Mist after a $3 card? Why are these Dragons $4 cards? Like it made no sense. Like why are these commands not popular? Like it just made no sense. Like that set should have had value to it. And I don't know why it didn't. That's fair. Prophecy could have been bad. Maybe I should say in the more modern era of Magic, because it's like hard to remember back to sets like Prophecy or Nemesis and stuff like that. It's like really hard to remember those sets. The foil, the box promo is like 25 to 30 bucks, but like even that's going to go down before it starts going back up. It's the most expensive card in the set. Anyway, nobody wants to hear me ramble about money. Nexus of Fate. Nexus of Fate? I think that's what it is. It's an instant speed 7 mana time walk. It's like basically super casual, super EDH, and there might be a way that like I know a couple years back, like Crash of Tentacles / Time Walk deck was a deck, etc. So like, it'll never be a tier 1 standard deck, but you can't put this past somebody like Zach Elsick might show up to a tournament in top 8 with Nexus of Fate somewhere, you know. But like for the most part, like it's just going to be a Commander staple, and that's what's really driving the price. Like this will get a lot of play in Commander, a lot of play in Casual. And Commander and Casual play drive prices as much, if not more, than competitive Magic, so yeah, it might fit in. It might fit into the modern Time Walk deck too. Like this is never going to be like a tier 1 standard / modern slash, you know, legacy slash vintage card, but like there's going to be a lot of this card shuffled. Like just a ton of this card shuffled. The only thing I don't like about this card is, like, I personally don't like to play foils, and there's a local store around here that has Commander that has, like, some prizes. You know, like this week they had a Snapcaster Mage. This, you know, like I wouldn't want to take this over to that. I don't care about this card being a promo, but, like, this card is so much better than Fire and Song. Like, when the next set comes out, what if they push that even further? And what if at some point they accidentally make one of these that is a standard staple? Like if this card, assume this card was a standard staple, it would be like $60 or $65. That just wouldn't be right. But as long as they keep making them that's like firmly in the casual category, I'm fine with it. But like I feel like this card is infinitely better than Fire and Song. So I'm just afraid of what might come out in the next time, you know? Anyway, I've rambled enough. I'm going to hop off here. Thanks, guys, for, like, streaming. Take care, everybody.